This month I set aside my notebook making and ukulele playing to focus entirely on writing and medical appointments. I pushed myself well beyond my usual 15 minutes writing per day, which is something I usually only do twice a year for Camp NaNoWriMo. But I'm aiming to be finished in time to enter the Write Mentor Summer Programme, deadline being the 8th of April. Finishing by April 1st gives me 1 week to get a synopsis and query letter pulled together. I also left the house on 3 occasions this month. Due to a post-pandemic shortage of wheelchair-accessible taxis, I had to take my fold-up manual chair instead of my powered chair, which certainly took its toll. As some of you know, I have a condition called POTS, which limits my body's ability to pump blood up to my head against gravity. Prolonged sitting can cause lightheadedness, dizziness and fainting if I have my feet down and blood pools there instead of getting back up to my head. Thankfully, I had very understanding people at the other end of my journeys who let me recover with a lie down, and I managed to sit with my feet up where I could. So both the writing and the journeys out took a toll, and I took time out for frequent breaks, with both daily and what became a bit of a cycle. Normally I would film writing how much time I worked for the month, but I was too tired on the day of filming, so this time you'll be seeing the results of what I've already written out. I'd originally set myself a goal of writing for 20 minutes per day, but I knew to meet my deadline I'd have to do much more, often coming back from multiple writing sessions in a day. So I began a rough cycle based on my energy, where I'd work for around 5 days on writing, then take off roughly 5 days to recover, during which I would also attend appointments and have to recover through that as well, enough to write again. I had 3 scenes to finish during this month. In terms of targets, this month I set a goal that for every 20 minutes I worked across a day, I would reward myself with 1 gold star. Then, at the end of every month, I count them up, and for every 10 gold stars, I reward myself with the right to buy a new book. Any remaining stars from the last month's total get carried over to this month. So, this month I engaged in autistic hyperfocus and achieved some of my largest writing sessions to date. I finished my rewrite. This is the product of all my work, and what I'll be aiming to edit during summer, hopefully with a mentor if I get one. It's an 80,000 YA paranormal romance novel, with elements of sci-fi, mystery, action and disability rep, and the product of about 3 years worth of work. I even have a working title for my submission now. Tell me, am I the only one who pulls books from shelves, makes lists and searches through a thesaurus in the process? Titles are hard. In the end, I worked 17 hours this month, with some time added after that for formatting my manuscript added on the end. I have a grand total of 50 stars, meaning I can buy myself 5 new books as a reward this month. Since recording, I've also managed to pull together a synopsis, which I'm sure daily tweeting has trained me for. I spent half an hour trying to fit my synopsis onto 1 page when I was over by 4 lines. I'm glad that's over with. I had a small crisis of faith at one point, thinking my manuscript wasn't perfect, so it wasn't ready for the competition. Then I had a long, hard talk with myself. Number 1, perfection doesn't exist. Number 2, if it was anywhere near perfect, then what would I need a mentor for in the first place, and what would I be doing during the summer with them? Still to come, I have to write a query and answer about why I'm applying to the programme. Then I won't hear anything back until April the 28th, and for the rest of the month, I'll be putting this thing in a drawer. My ukulele has been sitting staring at me all month, and hopefully I make better progress with reading, enjoying my 5 new books during this time. This month I only managed to read 2 books, started another 4, put them down. I did not have space in my head for anything other than my own project, and one of the books I did manage to read was a reread. But you'll find out how I got on and if I made it into the mentor programme in next month's roundup video. The one thing I can say I'm still doing this month is Wordle, and I managed to get every day's word. Well, that's it from me for this month. I have to go now as I have a query to write, as I continue to write my story. One day at a time.